Ninth.
Oh, that's really good. Oh my god, versus double mobility cores. That is a real nice pick. I actually love that.
Just heads up, you gotta control the runes against the Storm that gets early bottle. If he were to take that DD, he just goes right back to mid. He can contest Limp. Instead, again, Limp, oh, hang on.
He's going to jump in aggressively onto Young G. There's going to be TPs coming across. Young G starting to play back into Limp. Immersion heading over. Can they get? They can. What was it? What was that blink, Kyle? So Immersion. And he's going to be able to stop Limp from grabbing that regen. And in this lane, Young G, he's now got past the rough bit of the game where he's going to be hitting the 6 off this wave. Bottom lane. Pressure from Alliance on to Crystallize, bringing him down low with the Purifying Flame nukes, and FNG and an Eco Baby, they have it.
Because the Darks, like, you're always going to get creeps. Right here he is just taking a hard camp stack, no problem. But Pasha just gets to freely last it under tower, which means he'll have a very quick upgraded boots and maybe a drums or medallion, whatever he chooses to go for. G. Ooh.
So they can get S4. He's able to get in with the Vortex, dragging him back. The Surge comes to an end, lifted up by the Telekinesis, and they'll try and get that kill the way of the Storm. It's not going to be the case though, Pasha.
Wait, what?
Actually getting the last hit on it, bottom.
Oh, Hans can put him on the cliff.
He's up there. Is this going to give them the space to kill off Ilias with the cogs out? It will. Alliance.
What?
We'll be able to find the Warlock and Crystallize. He's stuck. Ward down.
What in the...
And his TP's on cooldown. His TP's on cooldown for 40 seconds.
They just leave him there.
I mean, I was going to say it would be more kill him. Just leave him. And Limp is going to want the kill. They've lost the vision. He's going to have a Scream up again in a second. There we have it. I'll take him out. Young G's going to come in with the counterplay there. Looks over towards FNG. I'll take the kill on Oracle in return.
We're only 7.5 minutes in. This is one of the strangest games of Dota I have seen all tournament.
Yeah, first game of the day.
It's a half a mana ring, 10 in, 3 armor.
Is it? I thought it was 8 in. Is it 10 in?
It was before.
It's 8 in. Is it 8 or 10?
Can we hover over, over the arcane ring real quick?
Is it plus 8 in or 10 in?
I think it's 10. Hang on.
Oh, let's see them go on to Limp. Oh, he's gone.
Jeez.
He couldn't get the blink off. He couldn't get the blink off there. Pasha just cancelling the little animation with the Void. And the blink took too long to get off. Over here, Pasha, he's going to be able to fly his way out. And Young G, he's just going to zip straight in. He's strong enough. He's got the mana. Pulls back Hansken. Young G, is he going to go down here as S4's trying to chase him out? But Ilias, he's offering up the Shadow Word heal. Young G's going to be fine. He's starting to bottle up as well. So he's got that extra bit of mana. He's able to zip down, chasing onto S4, taking down another Pasha, lift up as well onto FNG. NAVI, they're getting so many kills again. It's like the Alliance fast food service. They're just delivering all this food to NAVI's half of the map. I mean, he's catching up there. He was down in the bottom half. As time is passing.
Have seen him own games, though. He's running away with it. And this is still very much, you know, in control. If Alliance can contest this upcoming stack clear, could be huge for them, but they got to make it happen fast.
And we have a Young G. He's going to look for Hansken. Hansken has got the 6, so can look to jump away. In fact, he's just going to jump straight back in. Eco Baby comes in with the chrono, and that will be enough lockdown to punish Young G. See the chase here, and he's trying to look for more. Immersion was able to steal the Chronosphere, so potential plays for NAVI to come out with. That is if he survives. The Bash is coming out. Lift up. They're going to throw down the Golem. The Sonic Wave comes crashing over. Will take out the Rubik. Jump over from Eco Baby back to safety. FNG also able to offer up the Dispel. As Pasha, he's going to turn, focus down the Oracle, stay on top of FNG, take him out. See what Pasha wants to look for next. Limp blinking away. Can Pasha still get in on this? He's a little low on the HP, so won't be able to chase them any further. But
they got the Golem usage too, so an Alliance now in a decent position, maybe looking to push a tower here. But again, they have a pretty significant lack of structure damage, so this is easier said than done. FNG rapidly approaching.
Oh, Hansken's found a catch, and it's a big one. Crystallize is here in the jungle. They've found him. They're chasing him, and they've got him. Another important kill on the Alchemist. Which is something Alliance will probably want to do in maybe 3 or 4 minutes. Hansken has hook up again, and Chrono in 20. Let's see if they can catch anyone here. FNG starting to hunt in the trees. He's going to see Pasha. Limp's going to jump forward. Silence is out. Negus going to leap in with the Faceless Void as Eco Baby has the bashes. Yep. How's Young G doing on the Orchid? He's got the first Oblivion done. That's still a decent bit of timing that he's going to need. Eco Baby and FNG, they're waiting on the high ground as Eco Baby's going to go for this one. He's dropping the chrono. It's another opportunity to just slow down that Orchid. 2 times now they managed to find that move onto the Storm. Also getting the catch on Ilias. Alliance they're really taking this game back under their wing now. 2K lead. These are the moves that all they can do is sort of just throw ults and throw the golem down, but that alone is unlikely to stop Alliance long enough to keep your Alk alive at this stage. As Alliance, they're coming over. Who are they going to be able to find? Nico Baby's looking for a target. Pasha comes in. They will get the concoction over onto Nico Baby, but Nico Baby's just going to jump back over. Time dilation onto Crystallize. Crystallize is trying to fight this, but the wall is down. They'll lift up the Void, drop down the Golem as well. But Nico Baby, he's more than fine. He's just going to continue to punch into Crystallize, pushing him away. On the backlines, though, Pasha was able to get in onto FNG, and with the Golem, they kill off Hanskin as well. So Navi this time able to do a good job of sort of ignoring the front line of Nico Baby and just go straight for the backlines. And that whole engagement, not able to find an opportunity to use the Chronosphere. So at the end of it all, Navi, they get in, they get 2 kills, they get out, they don't lose anything then, Navi.
Yeah. That could have been much worse. That was Alliance's fight. And hang on, there's a Chrono going off or something. Nico's doing stuff.
Wait, what? Oh my goodness, Nico Baby living on the edge. He gets the kill and more than likely will get out, but whoa, he was living on the edge there, Kyle.
Oh yeah, I mean, hey, so he's making plays though. Shout out to Navi. They took a really nice fight. You know, let Crystallize tank the Void. If he chronos just one target, it's not worthwhile. And meanwhile, his other 2 cores just take out FNG. But with no nighttime, Pasha's hero. We talked about how he's getting all this farm top lane. He's useless daytime.
Yeah, that. Let's see if they can finish Pasha here. The time dilation slow from Nico Baby coming in. A few bashes and they should have this one pretty easily. As Nico Baby, I mean, this man, he's scared of nothing.
If Alliance or Navi were to lose, if Alliance were to lose this, they're 100% relegated into the Divine Division. If Navi lose, they go into a must-win match against Nigma tomorrow.
Oh. That's Nico Baby. He's found the other big target. This time, Crystallize going to be the focus. Stolen Chrono comes out, but it's not going to be able to do anything to save that Alk. As Nico Baby just... These Chronos, they just get the job done each and every time. Storm kill, out kill. And with one of the cores down, it's hard for Navi to punch back at the cores. They're going to try and go for the supports, looking for Hansken. Hansken will fall. S4 getting lifted up. Do they have the damage to burst through this Darkseer, though? Doesn't look like it. As S4 runs himself away with the Surge. Nico Baby able to jump back to safety as well with the Time Walk. And
you've got to find not one, probably just 2 kills at the onset. But keep in mind, those 2 cores of Alliance with BKBs, they can just turn the fight around, no problem, if they get the information necessary. Now you've got to find somebody, but like you can't really even open on limb. You got 100 to 0 him. See if they can find him. They see him now.
There we go. That's the initiation there. Able to pick him up with the Time Walk. That'll do it. It's now Alliance. They're going to try and maybe fight back. You can see Nico Baby looking for an opportunity. Wall is down. He's waiting to see if they group up a little more. Youngji trying to go in deep onto the Oracle, but he used a lot of his mana for that. Crystallize is going to put the BKB. The Golems drop down onto Hanskin, but Hanskin, he's going to be saved by FNG. There's a buyback from Lim. Alliance, they want to keep this fight going as Nico Baby turns, chases down Crystallize. Crystallize's BKB comes to an end, and so does his life. They'll also be able to take out Immersion. They're trying to hide in the jungle. And you can see that even when Navi are able to get in and
you just walk and Crystallize. There's no one that can save him. You've got ancillary support. You can heal him a little bit, but that's it. That's Aegis. Like, yeah, that's a very worthy buyback.
Make something work. They get this jump on FNG. On one of the sort of saving supports. I mean, even now though, these heroes are starting to tank up a bit.
He sniffed the smoke.
Nice smoke, he says.
Yeah, he has some of the best smoke awareness in Dota, but you'd expect that. He's been playing the game 15 years.
And once they're just going to look to hit back with their own smoke limp. On the silence. See if Nico Baby can catch any of them on the way out. Elise and Pasha trying to make their way out to the side. Nico Baby, oh, he's just going in. He's going in. I mean, he knows he can. He's just going straight in, Nico Baby, up to the high ground. Chrono's out. They'll drop the Golem, but he's caught Pasha and Crystallize. Pasha will fall. Crystallize just get chain bashed. Finally able to walk away. A big zip in from Youngji, looks towards the backlines, but he cannot kill off FNG. The concoction out to S4, but the Lotus Orb's already there, sending it back over towards Crystallize. They don't get the out, but again, they're getting 2 kills, they're getting a core. What have Navi got to show? It's just each time that they have to do something whilst these ults are down. It feels like that's the only opportunity for Navi. They've got to make a fast play. Try and start things onto the clockwork. Combo play here as Crystallize jumps in. Hansken's getting low, but the save's there. FNG comes in with a false promise. Youngji goes for the grab onto FNG. Pasha turns towards FNG, but FNG is able to turn with the root. He keeps himself alive. They can't kill the Oracle straight up. FNG still surviving. Greaves a pop, healing FNG up. He's fine. Crystallize, he's going to try and turn back in. Blinks forward, looks for Kogochin target. Crystallize trying to beat into Nico Baby, but Nico Baby turns with the BKB, bashes him out of the game. That's a dieback on Youngji. His Alliance will take this game one. And I mean, they did it perfectly. As I said, this is, I think, one of those games that a lot of these teams that are trying to play the Void, you watch what Alliance did here, the way they played with and around Nico Baby's Faces Void, and you take something away from that.
It looks easier to execute than the previous game. The one fear, you look at Navi's draft, you got to be careful going to the Veno lane, even going to the Drow lane if you're Alliance, because there could be a teleport coming from the puck, Spiritbreaker charges, and all of a sudden you're just ward spam to death. The support duo, we haven't seen this in a while. It used to be very common. The SD Morana just dual roam, right? With 3 independent solos.
Oh, hello. Oh, goodbye, FNG. There's a little bit of a surprise waiting there on the high ground. Na'Vi set up as the full 5-man to catch Alliance off guard when it's an absolute, it's matched perfectly. 27-6, 27-6. Yep. Couldn't be any more even between these two heroes in mid. One of the closest mid matchups I've seen it, 5 minutes in.
Youngji's got to be careful though. He's got coil. So yeah, mid was even.
It was even. All right.
It's quite possible. If you're superstitious, I mean, you'd definitely be leaning Na'Vi after that play.
Bottom lane, S4 ready to play aggressive now that he's hit the 6.
Yep, love it.
Getting aggressive onto Crystallize. Crystallize, he's gonna need to play very careful. As still, he's got to be careful. He's going to struggle sticking around in this lane. He's going to turn with the multi-shot. He's dead. He's straight up dead. Nothing that can be done to save him.
The problem is they've just abandoned bottom effectively. Puck is now just sitting top, praying he finds a kill. Limp free farming with teleport active. So if you make a dive under tower here, you're just going to get screwed.
Now, in fact, it's going to be Alliance that wants to make a play, as there's the combo. Disruption into the arrow will secure the kill onto Pasha. Merchant coming charging across, trying to stop them. And Pasha already down. Them TPing over, in fact, as well to continue this fight. Ilias and Youngji also still in the neighborhood. There's Lim. He's charging in, chains up. Onto Immersion. Arrow does clip onto the Vengeful Spirit. The coil will be snapped as he's trying to charge forward for this one. Nico Baby's got the lockdown onto the puck. Youngji caught in the chrono. Can he get out in time of the orb? He can. Nico Baby finds one bash, but needed another to get that kill. So Youngji able to keep himself alive despite the chrono being dropped. FNG easy deny from Nico Baby.
It's under attack.
I don't know. He didn't even think about saving him or running interference. He's just waiting for the deny. Just keep in mind, this is still without S4.
Limp's in. He's gone back up here on the high ground. He's still got another remnant and free bolt charge, so it should be fine. In fact, may even start thinking about going back in on that one. Would certainly have if Hansken hit the arrow. In fact, he didn't even need to, because S4, of all the time that this focus has stayed around top, he's managed to make it over and join the party. He's over, deep in onto Pasha. Pasha trying to hide in the trees. Limp clears them out with the remnants. Alliance will be able to claim another as S4 getting involved. 2-0-1, 2K lead now, 6-1 at 9 minutes in. S4's been a little careful now, no. Doesn't want to get any closer towards the tier 2.
You can't kill him. He again has that soul ring. To go with the arcanes, it means he's effectively never out of mana. You just drop boots real quick, pop soul ring. And yeah, he's just unkillable.
See, down bottom FNG.
He's not unkillable.
And will die here. Crystallized Immersion easily able to turn on him. Alliance continuing to hold control of the map. All 3 lanes being looked upon by them. Nico Baby's got the full Midas on its way out this game. It's going to be done. They're going to try and go on him. See if they can get him. Again, snapping the coil so he can get the jump off, but is he going to get the chance to? No. Too many silences and control. They will take him away. And always that painful death. The death as the Midas was done, so will slow down that first use of it.
You know there's heroes in the area. Nico just getting a little greedy for that extra wave. And as you said, will not be able to Midas, but it does reveal coil used. Just push mid now, Alliance.
I mean, S4, he's just going in. He's got nothing that he fears right now as this Timbersaw feels very confident that Na'Vi don't have any means to answer this hero at this early stage of the game. He's in on to Pasha. Pasha bursts down by the magical of him and Limp. I mean, S4 just leading the way. This Timber pick is, you know, S4 showing us how strong it really is this game so far.
And Alliance so far doing great. You know, these two cores just continuously making space. They've left Nico this area down bottom. He has the ward from FNG, as we previously mentioned. Midas finally used. FNG, though, probably gonna die again.
Yeah, won't be any difficulties here. 3 of them on the Shadow Demon. Same time though as that move's made, you see on the mid lane, they're trying to go in on a Crystallize. S4 a little cautious though, knows Na'Vi sweeping across. The coil comes down, catches onto Limp. Is he going to be able to jump out in time? He's not. Immersion in with the ult, takes down Limp. As Na'Vi, on top of the small kill of FNG, are able to sweep over.
Ultimately, Ember Spirit's always going to have a tough time against Puck Spiritbreaker. If you get the coil come out, you're just going to die, especially now that they have the level 6 up on the breaker as well. Immersion.
Kill. Straight back in. Oh, Arrow is going to miss here. Pasha is going to try his best to run, but they've got the chase. Damage there from and these 3 points in the Flame Guard as they burn Pasha down. The lead that when it comes to hitting creeps, Na'Vi's heroes aren't going to be able to catch up. They've got to find kills. So we have Nico, baby. FNG moving the high ground. There's the Chrono down. It's going to be able to catch the Spirit Breaker as he comes charging through. Chains out onto the both of them, followed up by the Arrow. A smooth move from Alliance yet again.
With the Spirit Breaker charge to provide vision, are they going to go for Limp now? I don't even know. What do you do? They're just unsure.
That's hard to make moves.
They want to kill him.
They're looking at Limp. Can they go for this? I mean, FNG sat behind him, ready for any sort of move that's made onto the Ember. FNG's just going to be in with the counterplay, with the save. They're going to try. Here we go. There's FNG buying the time and the safety for Limp to come out. Is it enough safety, though? The magic missile and the ult. It's not going to kill Limp. He's fine. Now S4 comes sweeping in from the side, pushing them back. Youngji jumps over to the orb, but they're chasing in. Silence will stop S4 for the moment.
No.
Limp, he's in with the remnants. Youngji goes down. I mean, the trap's just perfectly set by Alliance. They're just a step ahead of Na'Vi each and every time now.
And Crystallize, like, he's going to have a Hurricane Pike soon, I suppose, but just don't know how relevant it's going to be. There's just no damage output for the side of Na'Vi.
There's so much weight on the Drow to be able to carry this up. So, Arrow off the mark. In fact, Limp, he runs in. He's going to get silenced. The coil is down onto the 3 of them. Youngji finding the perfect setup. Charge over from Immersion. They've taken down Limp. Can they get Hanskin? Hanskin tries to lead to the side. Crystallize able to turn, take him out. It's a double kill for the Drow. FNG trying to hide in the trees, but Na'Vi, they've got the numbers. The 5 of them are here. As Na'Vi, they punch back in style there. Youngji getting the 3-man coil. Limp getting just a little too aggressive. The silences are out. The squishier ones at least. I mean, Limp being the squishiest.
Got some really nice neutral items to the Aquila for the Void, and I think that we're gonna see Clumsy Net on the Timber, and this arrow should hit. Touchdown.
They're getting a lot of kills on the Pasha this game. Alliance doing a very good job of bullying the Venom. 7 deaths on Pasha so far.
Then both supports just killed the enemy offlaner, and he's got mech essence ring. It's not as if he's an easy bust. As Void, we see this all the time. Nico baby, Chrono ready? Let's go use it.
Let's see what they can get here. Immersion charging in, trying to start things onto Limp. Youngji in again with the follow. Dream Coil down. Is it enough to do anything about it? Doesn't look like it. Flame Guard up. Limp's able to tank the damage from the 2 of these heroes alone. Starting to push them back. And Nico, baby, comes in with a Chrono. And he's done it perfectly. Catches not just the Drow, but also Ilias as well. So there's no swap save. Limp diving in deeper. Chain set up for S4 to go crashing across with the Timber Chain. Bashes out to Immersion. Alliance, they've found 3. Pasha left behind here, hiding in the trees. Youngji watching from the high ground. S4 just plays straight into the face of him. The Yule Scepter stopping him from being able to jump over to the orb. S4 just having full control of this game. Smoking up.
This is so hard. They're forced to force it, you know. It's a low percentage play, but you gotta try something. You're just getting out-farmed. S4,
I can catch. And they got the coil, but Nico Baby, he just isn't instant. Instantly turns, drops the chrono, because he knows as long as he puts that chrono down between him and the rest of the team, Na'Vi can't commit for the fight. Immersion thinking about getting him with the ult. They did get the poison over onto fair few of Alliance, but Alliance, they're just able to keep themselves sustained. The Greaves are popped. Limp and S4 move in. It's 4 dead on Na'Vi. Jump over as well towards Youngji. Youngji, is he going to be able to get away? He's got another ult, but S4 closes him with a chain, picks him up with the Yule Scepter. It'll be the self-Yule trying to keep himself alive, but the bash is there. S4 gets the triple kill. And that really feels like that move may have been a bit of a last hurrah for Na'Vi.
And they just have map control. Na'Vi, they're forced to make moves, but Alliance are just reading them like a book. Anytime S4, he's regular game warden, smells smoke. He's 2,500 health. Plus, he's going to have scaling potential. He's able to spam mana. He is always on map. S4, yeah. I don't think he's healed this game. Like, have we seen him back in the fountain?
Oh, he hasn't. No, I'm pretty sure he hasn't needed to. Maybe for the mana in the early game, but at this point, he's just king of the map. They cannot stop this man. And Alliance, anybody that steps anywhere close to him is going to be in a whole lot of pain. Youngji down again, out for 45. The push here on the bottom lane going to secure this tier 2 tower.
And there's no vessel anywhere close on the side of Na'Vi either, so he's just not a real target. Like maybe if he dives fountain, they'll have a shot. But right now, it just looks like a slow march to victory for Alliance.
And we got Nico Baby. He just goes straight in aggressively. The chrono's up. He's caught the two of them. Ilias has got a swap. He's going to swap the Veno out. Crystallize is going to continue to get focused as Crystallize falls. It did allow Pasha to get the ult off. Nico Baby taking hits underneath the tier 4s. Will get swapped back in. He's got the Aegis though. He's ready for round 2. S4 starting to step forward. I mean, still you see him just a full HP, knowing there's nothing that can threaten him. Nico Baby himself will be coiled underneath the towers, but S4 bursts down Pasha with the Chakram. Bloodstone heal also keeping him alive. Nico Baby is able to jump out to the side. Immersion's charging in onto Limp, but Limp jumps out with the Remnant. S4 turns, claims another kill for himself. They're fully focusing down this Timber. They're trying to take S4 down. He's been silenced, but he's got so much armor building up. The defensive disruption offered up from FNG. Nico Baby jumps back in over towards Pasha. S4 gets the Chakram connection in onto the Venomancer, goes across with a chain. Hansken, he's getting focused, will fall. Youngji with a self-Yule is trying to get away. S4 tries to turn, but another silence comes out onto the Timber. They're focusing down S4. Can they kill him? Self-Yules to remove the silence. He's got chain, back up, slides to the side, also throwing out a Chakram. They do find the stun though. They're still struggling to kill him. Another silence is out. They're fully focusing with the arrows. Can they do it? They can. They finally bring down the Timber. Na'Vi are able to do what seemed to be the impossible for this game so far, but they do manage to do it.
Like, especially with no buybacks to fall back on for Na'Vi. DD now bottled. You've got the chrono up on Nico, so he's going to charge straight forwards, find somebody. But Na'Vi playing it safe. Pretty much everybody in base, the exception of their puck. Arrow. Touchdown.
Ilias. It's going to come in with the swap, though. Keep Pasha safe. Will cost him his life, but he saved the Veno. Ilias down for 40 and Chrono still up. Creep waves. It's going to be moving in on mid soon. Actually, whoa, Nico Baby, he's just going to go for the deep Chrono. Straight into the bait. No. Immersion, no. He gives his life to block the arrow, but it only ends up in his demise as well. As both him and Pasha now out for over a minute. No buyback on these heroes. I mean, classic Nico Baby, right? There's no call to this man. He is just in, diving tier 3s. He knows, he gets in with a chrono like that, they're gonna have a solid shot at doing huge damage to Na'Vi's base.
Yep. I love how Alliance are playing this. Like, it's so low cost to initiate as they are. Just try and find somebody with a Yules or a Chains into the arrow. If it lands, that might be a kill. And Na'Vi, if you want to truly initiate, it requires far more commitment. Oh, look. Oh, no. Of all mantas.
Oh, Ilias will come in with a swap. But Nico Baby, he's ready to dive. Another swap will get Crystallized out of the harm's way again. They're jumping over. FNG with the disruptive setup. Limp is on top of him. The Slider Fist will bring Crystallized down. There's no buyback available on the Drow. Alliance just beating Na'Vi back to the fountain. Double kill for S4. As this one, it's over. GG is called. Alliance will take this game too. The series is theirs. 2-0 for Alliance. And I mean, yeah, today Alliance just on that top form. Well, we saw some real performances from the team across the board. Both games, the Nico Baby Void. That second game as well, you've definitely got to look towards S4 and his Timbersaw.